Hey dudes, it's Gamer16. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with the second part of the tutorial series. So now we're doing the intermediate tutorial video. So last video I talked about the basics of Naruto, awakening, enhancing, how to farm pearls, how to level up, stuff like that. Now we're going to go into the more technical side of the game and what the game's mainly about. Besides the summoning aspect, of course. So let's go hop into the sword. First we're going to talk about type advantages and disadvantages. In this game they call it type affinities, but type advantages, type disadvantages, that's really all it is. So we're going to go to the first stage here, because as you guys noticed I don't have that much chakra. And I want to save it because I need it for the next part of the video. So type advantages and disadvantages. In this game, every card has a type. As you notice, the little color in the top left corner of each icon, you see either something as yellow, orange, yellow, green, purple, blue, or red. And those represent a character's type. So I need a body type. So just remember, you're not going to get the names right away, but you will over time. The green is called skill. The red is called heart. The blue is body. The yellow or orange, whatever you want to call it, tan I guess you could say, is bravery. And the purple one, which I can show you real quick, hang on, where do I have a purple? So the purple one is wisdom. So those are the 5 different types, and I'm going to demonstrate to you the differences in types and what they do. So first of all, let's say I have 2 types. The type that has the advantage over the other type does 2 things. One, it takes less damage from their attacks, and it does more damage when they attack them. And I'll show you what I mean. If this thing could load, that'd be kind of nice. Yeah, sorry guys, those messages I have to, I gotta fix those. Can you load please? Like, come on. And also guys, if you noticed at the beginning of the video I had 50 pearls, so I plan on doing a summoning. So if you notice right now, right, heart, if you look at the top left corner, it shows you which type is super effective against what other type. So if you look, the red is pointing at the green, which means the red beats green. The green's pointing at the blue, which means the green beats blue, and the blue's pointing at the red, which means the blue beats red. Now here's the thing you gotta be careful of. If you notice the yellow and the purple, they're pointing at each other, which means that yellow takes super effective damage against purple, but it does super effective damage against purple too. So they don't take reduced damage from each other. They either take super effective damage or neutral damage if you're going yellow on yellow or purple on purple. So now, you check this out. So I'm going to attack the reds, right? And keep in mind, Naruto's green. So if you look here, the damage is in blue. I killed them because this is the first stage, they're weak. But the blue means that you're doing less damage. That's reduced damage right there. So now, if you look at my Madara, which is heart, red, keep in mind red beats green, look at the numbers now. They're red, which means I'm doing super effective damage to them. They're taking super effective damage. And now, if you look at now if you look at Killer B, which is body, and keep in mind I'm attacking blue, check that out. The number's white, which means that's neutral damage, that's just normal damage right there. So now, look at the difference it makes when you do jutsu. So if you notice the number it did before, the number that you saw before and the number went up, so I think it was like 10,000 you saw before it started going up, that's how much damage it would have done if that were neutral damage and the number was white. But since it's super effective, it did an extra 5,000 damage. So obviously having the correct types against your opponent is really helpful. And now, what do I need to know this for? The next part about intermediate is farming. Now what is that? If you notice here, we have 2 types of raids. We have impact and emergency. If you look in the top left, it shows what type of mission they are. And you also have limit break, but that's for the advanced tutorial. Impact raids are raids that only come by specific times throughout the day, and they have 3 different ranks. They have S rank, which is the hardest difficulty in the game, A rank, and B rank. That's for the advanced video though. What we're going to focus on in this video is emergency raids. So the highest difficulty in this is A rank, and you have A, B, and C rank. So now, you can check what type that the mobs will be. Whoops, sorry. Because if you look right here, If you look at Zetsu, in the top left you see the purple, which means he's a wisdom. So that means bravery or yellow types are going to be super effective against him. So let's see. Let's bring a friend Naruto, a friend OT Naruto, and we'll stick with this team. I don't really care about what. So it takes 30 stamina. Now, here's the second part about this. Emergency missions are missions that are here all the time, but they're only here for like maybe 2 weeks. They're usually here for 2 weeks or 14 days. And you can farm these characters for luck or for abilities, just to have. Now, in this tutorial, I'm focusing on farming them just for all their abilities. Luck is something that's a little bit complicated in this game. That's in the advanced tutorial. So, we're going to go through this mission real quick, just so I can show you how type affinities help out. So you notice all of the mobs are purple, which means yellow do super effective damage. So if I go ahead and attack these guys, look at that, they don't really do much damage. He only does like 1500, and you saw that critical hit for 2390. Now look at how much OT Naruto will do. Focus on the numbers in red. So what is that, 3765? You notice the difference in damage? And if he can get a crit, I could show you. Can I see a crit anywhere? No, that's from Chakra Mode Naruto. There you go, see, look at that crit, 6008. So, notice the difference there. My Chakra Mode Naruto only did a critical for about 2000. Naruto did a crit for 6000. So like I said, type advantages have a huge part in how you play the game, so you might want to pay attention to it. So yeah, these raids are generally hard. So at this point in the game, you should be able to beat these types of missions, assuming, you know, this is around when your account is like maybe a level 100, and you have pretty decent characters. You don't need to have amazing characters, but, you know, somewhat, you should have, you should have cards that can handle these types of raids, at least. Now, keep in mind, if you're farming for just abilities, you don't really need to farm it on A rank. You can farm it on B rank. And also, I'm going to teach you a way where you can actually farm this on C rank, so you don't have to actually go through all this. Now, the difference between all these, the different ranks is just the amount of health that the boss and the mobs have, and then how much damage they do. But other than that, it's pretty much the same exact type of layout. So, let's just go through this. Hey, everyone's almost at full chakra. Can you not? Cool. Alright, here we go to the boss stage now. So if you guys notice the damage, the white and red, the numbers are really different. So now, if you look here, this is the boss. So the boss right there is the number with the number 1 in the middle, obviously with the word boss above his head. In A, B, and C rank, it's the same boss, it's pretty much the same exact stage, like I said. The only difference is how much damage they do and how much health they have. So, in A rank, each boss has about 60,000 health. I want to say in C rank, which is the lowest difficulty, they might have like 25,000 or 30,000 health. And then in B rank, they might have like 45,000. I'm just guessing, I don't really know. I only know about A rank for sure is about 60,000. So let's just go ahead and take him out. This is not going to kill him, but OT Naruto will. So there you go. So now look at that number. You saw 18,000. Look how much OT Naruto does. Keep in mind he's super effective. Oh, here, critical. That's something. But you saw the number before that? Before the damage spike? That's how much damage you would have done if it weren't a crit. So like I said, super effective damage is very, very critical to this game, and it helps you complete missions a lot more easily. And also, another way of farming pearls now, which this is intermediate to advanced depending on how you go at this, is farming pearls. So if you notice here in the top right, not the top right, but to the right of the banner, in the mission banner, next to details, you notice this little thing. If you notice, if you complete certain, I guess, objectives, you get rewards, which in this case the rewards are pearls. So these are aspects to impact and emergency missions, and as well as limit breaking missions too. But like I said, I'll get into those in the advanced video. So if you check this out, you can get pearls for completing the objectives. In this case, the objectives are So it goes in order from easiest to hardest difficulty. So number 1 would be the easiest, number 3 would be the hardest. So number 1, bravery elementals only. So the yellow ones, you have to have a team full of yellows. And yes, the friend does count. If you have like a hard friend and then your team is bravery, it will not count. They all have to be bravery, every single card you're using. Same thing goes for the wisdom. Now character costs 28 or lower. This is intermediate or advanced depending on the impact or the emergency raid you're doing. If it's impact, it's kind of guaranteed to be advanced, even if it's the lowest difficulty, because it still is kind of hard because it is an impact raid. Now, for emergency missions, it depends on the emergency mission you're doing, because some of them can be really old and they're easy, and then other times they're not. Like, for example, a really hard one to do on 28 costs is Sugetsu, and then, like, this one was easy to do 28 costs. It also depends on the characters you have. So if you don't know what I mean by costs, I briefly kind of like talked about it in the last video, so let me just show you real quick. So you go to character list, right? Every character has a different cost. So if let's say look at Susanoo Sasuke. His cost as a 5-star is 40. So I already can't use him. Right? If I go to Hinata as a 5-star, her cost is a perfect 28. So which means I can use her. And she can't go 6-star either, so that's like max cost for her. Now, let's say I go to the next card, which is Daroli. With a duplicate, he's at 36. I believe if he didn't have one, he'd be like 40 something. I don't know. So you get my point. Now, so by under 28, every character you have has to be under 20 costs, and yes, this includes your friend once again. And you basically have to just have to beat the raid with that team. Now, you see, the thing with that is there are multiple teams that can work, or different characters you can have. Like I said, it's intermediate or advanced depending on the type of, or the emergency mission you're running. So if it's a super hard one, then yeah, it would probably be advanced. If it's super easy, then most likely it'll be okay, and it's probably intermediate. So we have those down. Now, like I said, if you're just farming, if you want to farm the character for luck, then I'm not really supposed to get into this till next video. But since I'm talking about emergency missions here, you can farm this on C rank, which makes it intermediate because it's easy. So if you remember how I talked about in the first video, when you go online, only the first 2 in the first column are the ones that you use. So if I go online, and I'm gonna go on a real quick emergency mission. I forgot the name of the thing. Oh, it's probably this one. If you look for one going running C rank like this guy, I'm gonna leave road, but you'll get my point. If everyone in the lobby has super high luck, then the drop is 100% guaranteed. You see in the bottom it said lucky drop rate, and it was like 30%. If everyone in the raid or everyone in the first row has like, I don't know, maybe 50 luck at the very least, then you're pretty much guaranteed the drop rate. If everyone's luck is 99, then you'll have 100%, and they can just farm it that way. But most likely at this point, you don't have a 99 luck character. If you do, congrats, but I don't think at this point you would. So, you know, like, it's just easier to farm just for the heck of it, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really worry about luck right now. Because like I said, guys, remember, you're only level 100. I'm giving you, like, about caps, so where you should be. So by beginner, the max level you should be is probably 50. If you're above that, great. In the intermediate stage, you should be, I'm not going to say 100, maybe like level 90, 80. Because within my first week, I believe I was like rank 60 something. So, I guess I was doing okay. But then again, in JP, I was playing for like 2 days and I was already like rank 90 something. So, I mean, it depends on what's going on. So, let's end this video off with the multi-summon. This is going to be the final multi-summon. If there's anything I forgot or anything you want me to explain, let me know in the comment section below. Because I'm pretty sure I covered everything for the intermediate tutorial, I think. So let's go to the last multi. Let me not accidentally do that. So here we go. This is the final multi-summon. Remember I said step 5, you notice in the bottom right, it says summon level 5 out of 5. That you're guaranteed either the Naruto or the Darui. And I'm aiming for one more. I hope that it's Naruto. Because then I'll have almost all abilities on it. If I can pull 2 in this multi-summon, that would actually be lit. I'm hoping for that. But if I get one, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Come on. Come on, come on. Let me pull a Naruto. Come on. Alright. 2, 3. And we get a Sasuke. Okay. If we can get a Sakura, it's most likely to be more than 1 gold. So we already know he's going to the 3rd gate, but are we going to get Sakura? And we're getting Sakura. So most likely it's going to be more than 1 gold. Hopefully. $3 golds. I'll take it. Bro, I'm freaking out. Like, come on. Naruto, okay. You know what? Besides the Kakashi, I'll take that multi-summon. So we got another Naruto, guys. I have 4 abilities on my Naruto now. I need 1 more. And then I have all of his abilities. So let's go do that right now in the video. Let me go give him his 4th ability. I believe his 4th ability is just another reducing hard damage by 10%. But hey, you know what? That's cool, I'll take that. So we'll go to my Naruto right here. The luck is on my side for this banner, guys. I mean, so I did a total of 630 pearls and I pulled 4 Narutos. You know what? I'll take it. So let's get that right there. Boom, look at that beautiful. 36 cost, 40 luck. I'll take it. Now, as far as any more summons on this banner, most likely not going to happen. Next banner, which is Eternal Monkey Hero Sharingan Sasuke and Edo Tensei are reanimated Itachi. Maybe 200 pearls. I'm not going to go crazy for that banner, because even though I really do want the cards, I went ham for this banner. So I'm going to try to calm it down just a little bit by, just by a smidge for this for that next banner. Anyways, guys, this is me, lolz16, with my intermediate tutorial. And that nice little multi at the end. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe for new content. And yeah, guys, it's me, lolz16, and honestly, I'm winded from all these summons, to be honest. It's fun, but I just can't anymore. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.